Hello students, welcome again. As I have told, we are going to start our introductory part 2 of exercise 3.1. Also, this is equally important as introductory part 1, and this will be helpful for solving exercise 3.1. So let us start. Here they are having here it is having in the topic concave and convex polygon. Now what is concave and convex polygon? Let me tell you. You know the polygon, right? The polygon whose all the interior angles, if I am taking this quadrilateral, all the interior angles are less than 180 degree, or whose all the diagonals is in the interior of the polygon, then it is known as convex polygon. While concave, one of the interior angle is more than 180 degree, and one of its diagonal is in the exterior of the polygon. Hope you have understood what is concave and what is convex polygon. Now let us move to next topic, that is regular polygon and irregular polygon. Regular polygons are those polygons in which all the angles are equal and all the sides are equal. If in a polygon all the angles are equal and all the sides are equal, then we can say it is a regular polygon. For example, square. This is square. All the angles are 90 degree and all the sides are equal. So we can say it is a regular polygon. This is equilateral triangle. All the sides of the equilateral triangles are equal and all the angles are of 60 degree. So this is regular polygon. While in irregular polygon, all the sides are not same and all the angles are also not same. Well, some may have all the angles equal, but then also it will be irregular polygon. For example, rectangle. Rectangle is having all the angles as 90 degree, but the opposite sides are equal. These two are equal and these two are equal. How come I know without knowing the sides? How can I say that this is a square? Well, you can say looking on these symbols. You can see these symbols are same to each side. So we can say looking if the symbols are same, we can say all the sides are equal. If the symbols are same, you can see the angles, all the symbols are same. So we can say it is equal angles. So looking upon the angles, you can say it like this. One more thing, apart from regular polygon and irregular polygon, if all the angles are equal, so we can say equiangular polygon. Rectangle is equiangular polygon. And if all the sides are equal but all the angles are not equal, so we can say equilateral. See, if it is triangle, then we can say equilateral triangle. If it is rhombus, we can say equilateral rhombus because all the sides are equal. Now moving to next topics, that is interior and exterior of polygon. Let's say this is the hexagon A, B, C, D, E and F. Here point P and point T are on the polygon. So we can say this is on the polygon. The points which are in the interior of the polygon we say as interior of the polygon. Interior of the polygon. That means all the points which are inside, we can say interior of the polygon. While you can see this point S, it is outside, so we can say exterior of the polygon. Hope you have understood this, interior and exterior of polygon. Now moving to next topic, angle sum property of quadrilateral. In 7th standard you have studied that angle sum property of triangle, angle A plus angle B plus angle C, angle sum property of a triangle is 180 degree. That is angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Now we are in the topic angle sum property of the quadrilateral. If I join one of the diagonal, let me join this diagonal. So I got two triangles, ABD, one triangle, and the other triangle is BCD. So can I say ABD is having 180 degree? All the angles of the triangle is 180 degree. Sum of the triangle is 180 degree. Also this is triangle, so this sum, angle D, C and B is also 180 degree. So if I add them, can I say that the angle sum property of the quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree, right? It is asked in many exams, so take it as a blanks or true or false. Now moving further, we are going to have some important formulae. If it is one formula, if it is one formula, we say formula, and if it is more than one, then we can say formulae. This formula I have already discussed. To find the number of diagonals in a polygon of n side, the formula is n into bracket n minus 3 divided by 2. There I have discussed for 5 sides. Here I will discuss for 6 sides. For n is equal to 6, let's say for n is equal to 6. Therefore, diagonals, what will be the diagonals? Put in this formula, 6 multiplied by 6 minus 3 divided by 2. 6 minus 3 is 3 and 3 6 will be 18 divided by 2. So hexagon will have 9 diagonals. So if the sum is coming, find the diagonals of the polygon having 3 side, 5 side, 7 side. You can just put the value of n and find the number of diagonals. Second formula is to find the sum of all the interior angles of n sides. You know about the quadrilateral. What if it is pentagon? What if it is heptagon? What if it is octagon? You can simply write the number of sides minus 2 into 180 degree. Let me calculate the number of side as 5. So 5 minus 2 into 180 degree is equal to 3 into 180 degree. So pentagon will have all the interior, sum of all the interior angles will be 540 degree. Of what polygon? Which polygon? Pentagon. Now third and important formula for solving exercise 3.1. Sum of the linear pair angle is equal to 1 plus 2 is equal to 180 degree. I think you have not understood. For that, I will first explain you what is linear pair angle. If a ray stands on if a ray or line segment stands on a line, then the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. Well students, before going to this definition, before I explain this definition, you must be knowing what is straight angle. Straight angle, in straight angle there is one straight line AB, and you know the angle for any point on that line is 180 degree. This is called straight angle. Straight angle is always having 180 degree. Now if a straight line stands, if a ray according to the definition, if a ray or a line stands on a line, then the sum of the angle so formed, sum of the two angles 1 and 2, the sum of the two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. So I can say angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because linear pair angle. This is very much useful for solving exercise 3.1, students. So pay attention properly over here only. So sum of the linear pair angle is 1 plus 2 is equal to 180 degree. Hope you have understood. But the condition is you must be having one straight line and one line standing on it, so that we get two adjacent angles whose sum is 180 degree. This is all for today's lecture. We will start exercise 3.1 in next video. Before that, you must go through the introductory part 2 to 3 times, so that you can understand exercise 3.1 properly. We will meet with new video in next lecture. Till then, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.